Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. In today's episode, we're talking about a topic that I love quite dearly. It's the eternal now. In today's episode, we're talking about how to truly understand and grasp the concept of this eternal now. This isn't woo-woo. This is, I believe, when it comes to inner awareness work, the most important thing for somebody to understand. So, your eternal now is your mighty I am presence, the peace of the ever present now, here and now. I want to start off by saying the only thing that exists are all your sensations, your feelings, in the ever present now. So understand that you have this circle of awareness. You have this sphere of influence and awareness in the ever present now. And by saying I am, you're at that highest frequency and you're affirming everything in the here and now. But then you might be asking yourself, Evan, what about the past? What about the future? Those two concepts exist in the ever present now. So your past should really be reframed as memories. You hold memories in your mind in the ever present now. So there really is no past because that doesn't exist in the ever present now. When you're fully in the eternal now, you're at peace. It's a choice. And what is the ever present now? It's really your breath. When you connect to your breath, your prana, the breath of life, 3 deep breaths in. You're now in heaven, the eternal now. But there's transcendence healing that must be done to heal the memories that we hold dearly in the ever present now. This is the part of our eternal now that we heal. We are the divine program of healing any limiting beliefs or unwanted thoughts here and now. So then let's talk about the future. The future is the big one of the two, of memory and anticipation, past and future. Your future should really be reframed as anticipation. And take some notes if any of this is resonating with you, because this is really the concept that has completely changed my life. Not so much a concept, but a truth, a knowing, a belief that's completely changed my life. Now, your future is anticipatory. You come up with a future state, a desired future state here and now. So don't look at the future as being the future, when in reality, it's just anticipation. You anticipate a future state. So, for example, I anticipate what I'm going to do tomorrow, but tomorrow doesn't exist. That's only a future state. But I anticipate what's going to happen tomorrow here and now. But because I'm in the really ever-present now, I'm at peace and I anticipate a future state here and now. So tying this all together, because this is the important part of this video, we manifest and anticipate a future in the eternal now. Remember, the only thing that exists for you right now is your breath, your prana, your breath of life, here and now. It's the only thing that exists. You're listening to me. That's where your attention is. You might be doing other things, trying to multitask, but we're not multitasking multitasking beings. We're purely focusing on one thing. It's like when you get in a flow state, a synchronistic flow, you're dialed in on one thing and one thing only, where you lose track of time because time's an illusion. Time is past, present, future. The only thing that exists, our actual perception of reality, is the eternal now. So we anticipate a future state. We manifest a future state here and now. And this is where I tie this all in together with what Evan Sr. is really manifesting and anticipating here and now. Understanding that we're a prophecy planet, and there's, across all religions, it's quite obvious, well, two things. There's a God, there's a creator, and there's a great flood. That's two universal things across all religions. Now, I haven't studied all religions, but that's just what I've come to learn hearing about different religions, cultures. But there's also this apocalyptic future when a Messiah is going to come, a divine Messiah, right? And once this apocalyptic future comes, Revelations, this divine Messiah will protect us in spirit, the Holy Spirit. That's a very common theme across all religions. Now, truth be told, religions are all a connection to God. God is the I am, the eternal now, the mighty I am presence that we must all return to here and now. Now, I've talked about it quite often already, but I really want everybody to come to this awareness, because if you're tapped into business, subset of business is artificial intelligence, technology, robotics, and aeronautics even furthermore, you know that there's an anticipatory future that a sinister force is manifesting here and now. Transhumanism. We all know this to be true. It's quite obvious. Elon Musk, one of his companies, Neuralink, a chip in your brain. That's man and AI technology coming together. Understand that this disconnects you from the divine source that's within, God eternal within the body. So there's an anticipatory future state that certain agendas and certain organizations, corporations, NGOs are manifesting here and now. But here's the thing. There's an individual perception of the eternal now, which is you listening and or watching me. But there's also a global collective consciousness of the eternal now. So why things are the way they are, why we have houses structured the way they are, sports, technology, how we go about business, the way we eat, the way we speak, the way we listen, all of these things are directly correlated to our own individual perception of reality that manifests as the global collective. So let me explain this a little bit. Because our eternal now, the only thing that exists, is the way it is, our individual perception of reality is because more than half of the population has either been programmed or wholeheartedly believes in this one individual perception of reality. And because of that, it manifests, it anticipates a future state here and now. I believe that makes sense. I'm trying my best to communicate this. This is unscripted. This is just transmissions, if you will. So there's an anticipation future state that is being manifested here and now in the eternal now. Transhumanism. Now, of course, there's the other line of the Hopi prophecy, which is another prophecy. Remember, we're a prophecy planet. It's quite obvious. We go in cycles. This is cyclical. And then there's transcendence. Transcendence is the part of everybody's religion where it's the Holy Spirit will protect me. Yeshua, the second coming of Christ, Christos, will come back and I'll be protected. That's transcendence. We transcend our ego living in fear, wanting to become one with robots, feeling like we're apocalyptics, like the end is near, the end is here. So we're just going to throw everything to the side and just allow this to happen. Remember, we have a choice to perceive the world through our lens. That's why the camera is so unique, because this is my perception of reality through my lens. This is how these things work. So the one of many takeaways from this video is, in the eternal now, the only thing that exists, the mighty I am, you have the free will to hold a vision of an anticipatory future in the ever-present eternal now. So for me, Evan Sr., I'm holding this vision of transcendence, of free energy, of living in nature, interdimensional travel, clean eating. I'm holding this vision of an abundant future state, an anticipatory future state of transcendence here and now. That's what I'm holding in my eternal now. There's nothing right or wrong. There just is with people holding future states, anticipatory futures that would manifest here and now. There's nothing wrong with that. But remember, I believe what we're really supposed to remember is that the way things are, the way they are, is because we have a worldview of certain constructs. Currency, economics, the way we do business, the way we go about our day. Consciousness just wants to know itself. Consciousness creates everything. And consciousness just wants to remember what all this means. Remember, the meaning of life is to give life meaning. Life isn't black or white, it's gray. The purpose of life is to give life meaning. It's to really manifest an abundant future here and now. If everybody started believing in transcendence, knowing transcendence, feeling God, the mighty I am presence within, the world would manifest an abundant future of transcendence in the ever-present eternal now. With all this being said, remember, we heal our past, but don't look at it as the past. It's just memories. We heal that with unconditional love, knowing that we're whole here and now. And any unwanted thoughts, we command that those thoughts be met with unconditional love and removed from the eternal now. So we heal our memories. We anticipate a future state that would manifest here and now. We have an anticipatory future that we all know and believe in the eternal now, the I am. So to conclude this video, hold the vision, visualize transcendence, an abundant future of free energy, clean living, eating, and being in nature, an anticipatory future of unconditional love. This will manifest. I believe it in my heart. And if there are any takeaways from this video, drop a comment, leave a like, and subscribe, because we're just getting started. I love you all. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day.